why will Donald Trump call Infantino to review it? First of all, is it not a political interference?
How can Donald Trump go to call you a US president? The political powerhouse are not influencing football, which is not good for our game.
News making the rounds today is Folarin Balogun, the Nigerian descent that plays for the United States of America, was supposed to have a 3-match ban before their game between Belgium. But all of a sudden, the rules was bent and he came back to play that game against Belgium. Even as he played, the Belgian national team still trounced them 4-1. But but it was so funny that who makes the rule, the people that makes the rule, and see the people that broke the rules. FIFA was called upon, but they didn't give any tangible reason why Folarin Balogun was sent back to play that game. How about you are welcome?
Thank you very much.
Chima, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Folarin Balogun came back to play after having a red card. Was it the right thing to be done by FIFA? I mean.
You have to analyze it in different ways. Most times when you give a red card, sometimes already from the red card, it was said that VAR made a very huge mistake. Then I wonder if the referee made mistake, VAR made mistake. Then after the so-called mistake, then why didn't they review it on their own?
Yeah.
Then we have coaches. Yes, to overturn a red card is not my problem here. It has been done severally. Otamendi for Argentina, his red card was overturned. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, somehow his red card was overturned. Somehow when they check the evaluation, seeing that okay, this red card does not really deserve those match ban, or maybe they feel like they want to put you on probation for 1 year probation if you try this again. All of those things. But my challenge, where I have a problem, is why will Donald Trump call Infantino to review it? First of all, is it not a political interference? 2, they have FA chairman there. They have sports ministers who are, okay, if you say if FA chairman call is going to breach rule, maybe because it's a football person, so why will they interfere? Then they have coaches. Pochettino is there. They have World Cup committee. They have the team committee there. They have match team officials who could have filed in a petition, to FIFA requesting that please check this red card for us. So, but why would it be that Donald Trump is the one that pick up his phone? First of all, Donald Trump is not a football person. Donald Trump is not a man that really gets involved in football. You understand? So, and then in this World Cup, I've not really heard of anything that concerning football that Donald Trump gets involved in. So, but for Donald Trump to call Infantino, it's not a problem. Donald Trump is doing his own job as a person, as a fan of his country. In fact, I love people who try to act in favor of their nationality, in favor of their citizen. That shows that Donald Trump have the art of USA in mind. That shows that even politically, I've seen him as a kind of person that always like to fight for his people, always like to defend his people. But my problem now is, FIFA president, as a FIFA president, will you compromise? As a FIFA president, will you listen? Anybody can table down something to, anybody can call you for favor. Anybody can call you to fight for their own right. Just like on the field of play, you are a referee. You are holding the whistle to control the game. Then even if you sound the whistle against any team, they might not like it. They might come at you to want to attack. Why do you do? But you still stand on your ground. So what they are doing, they are trying to see if you change your mind. That is what they call football. That's what they call the game. That's why it's called the game. But then you as a referee will not say because the players come at you or because they are shouting at you, you will not change what is right and say no, it's no longer a foul, it's now a goal kick for you. No, you don't do that. So, but for me, was that red card overturned because of Donald Trump call, or was it overturned because it deserved to be overturned? That is my question. So if it was because of Donald Trump call, that means Infantino need to be investigated. Honestly speaking, because so many things that has happened in this World Cup, Infantino, Donald Trump have not really aligned to that. They have not really spoken about it. How come will it be just a red card that was given to Balogun? Then the whole president of the United States is getting involved in just a red card. Omar Atom was denied entry to USA. Donald Trump did not speak about it. Infantino did not say anything. Okay, so that means Donald Trump has the number of Infantino. Infantino has the number of Donald Trump. How come Infantino did not call Donald Trump and say, Baba, this Omar Atom is coming to officiate to our police. So once you search him and check, there's no any illegal thing with him, and there's no allow him in. In fact, we are going to guarantee him, even if it's to after the tournament is going by, I'll be a shorty. I'll guarantee him he's going to go back. Why didn't you do that? Thomas Partey was denied entry to Canada. Infantino did not pick up his phone to call immigration of Canada, say this is football, don't let us get in, this is a game that we all have come here to enjoy and you are hosting, please let Thomas Partey have his visa. He's not yet convicted. Yes, so how come all these things were happening? So many players and no comment, no cause from all these top people. Mbolo self as well from Switzerland was delayed entry. South African visas were delayed. So many issues that has happened in this World Cup. I have not seen anyone that FIFA single-handedly handled and make call, or I've not seen anyone that FIFA call out US president or Canada or Mexico and say, please sir, this is World Cup and you all agree to host this tournament, people are coming in, please can you bypass this rule just for the sake of the game? As far as there's no incriminating thing, there's no breaking of law, this is just to be okay. When the US denied Bosnia mom's visa, why did they have to call her back to give her visa? If it was a criminal case, if they denied her visa based on illegal something or that she does not have the right to enter here, then why was that right now bypassed? Are you getting my point? So I feel like a whole lot of things are getting wrong. Infantino these days is beginning to act suspicious. I remember the days of Sepp Blatter. These are some of the things that happened that later Sepp Blatter was probed for corruption. Are you getting my? So now I just hope that, because now people are already calling for investigation over they are calling for them to investigate Infantino, because the way things are going now, I'm not sure Infantino's hand is already clean. For me, I don't have to blame Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a man, he's a president, he's somebody that loves his country. So anything that concerns his country, I wish our own president can be involved, can be active like that. When things is happening, you can pick up your phone and call so that people will respect you and favor your own citizen. It's a game, and when you play the game and it favors you, it's fine. If your country or your president cannot play the game, it's not a problem. So, but for me, I think Infantino should be investigated, because the way he's going about all these things now, for me, I think politically, I think somehow he's playing like a puppet to some of these people that I might not really want to mention names.
Anyway, you don't want to mention it, but you mentioned Donald Trump.
No, not only Donald. So many things have happened now. So
you mentioned Donald Trump, and you said Donald Trump is not a football person. I must tell you that Donald Trump is a football person. He's even a Chelsea fan.
He can be a Chelsea fan, but that does not. Even women in the kitchen, they have team. If you ask them which team they support, they will tell you.
He wasn't a football person. I want to let you know that he's a football.
He does not get engaged in football. That is what I mean.
He's not supposed to get engaged in football.
He does not even get engaged in football like that. Even before they host this World Cup, I know the back and forth that FIFA have to fight with Donald Trump and the government before everything even go well.
Politics and football is not supposed to.
That is what I'm telling. So that is what I'm saying. So that is why I say it's not a fool. How many times have you heard, okay, the Chelsea that Donald Trump is support, how many times have you seen him come online to support Chelsea openly?
He might be coming online, but we don't have his handle.
But now he came online, we all saw it.
Herbert, Folarin Balogun's red card being overturned and allowed him to play the game between the United States of America and Belgium.
There is a twist and turns to this issue, right? When we are pointing at the direction of Balogun, we should always consider that I think there is a foul play with a FIFA body, and especially the FIFA president in person of Gianni Infantino. Let's a little bit backtrack. Let's not forget that Lionel Messi starts up Stampede Aisamandi of Algeria. Yeah. They didn't even do anything. They didn't check at the event or what. They didn't even cover or whatsoever. A lot of people criticize that moment. Now, let's not forget, someone like Yaya Sitole had, you understand, a scuffle with a player known as Brian Guterres. He was issued a direct red card.
No, Yaya Sitole. It was
Temba Zwane. Yaya Sitole too. Okay, they call it a go ban. Okay. Temba Zwane. Temba Zwane came up again with one Roberto Alvarado, the defender of Mexico. He was given a red card. The VAR felt he has done wrong. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo on one hand, against Northern Ireland in the wake of this qualifying to this World Cup, he had a 3-match ban, but they said probation, 1 year probation. Now, what FIFA did there was the broadcast, the fans and the viewership a lot of they will have through watching Cristiano Ronaldo, because Cristiano Ronaldo is a worldwide figure. He is an icon. So a lot of people want to watch him play. So in that course, they will have a lot of money coming through media and all of that. They lifted it, they say Article 27, and they lifted it, and Ronaldo came to play in the World Cup, 1 year probation. Now, in the issue of Folarin Balogun, Donald Trump, the president of America, weighed in. Is he supposed to weigh in? The answer is no. Now, I read in history books how Benito Mussolini, who was the prime minister of Italy, when Italy hosted the World Cup in 1934, He influenced the World Cup. That time, Giorgino Vaccaro was the head of Italian Football Association. Okay. He spoke it openly and said, Vaccaro, Italy must win this tournament. He's there in the history books because he was the prime minister of Italy. He has power. They said, according to history, that he was even going to dressing room to influence the referees, dressing room to influence the referees. At the end of the day, Italy won that World Cup in 1934. They hosted and won the World Cup. Now, do America have their football, American Football Association, or how do they call them? They have a football association. They have the American FA. USM something. Yeah. So they have it. Why don't they appeal through that medium? Why is Donald Trump calling Gianni Infantino?
Gianni Infantino is his friend.
Is his friend. Now, the same Gianni Infantino is being taunted, is being criticized for his happiness, the way he reflected the way Argentina won their match. At the end of the day, I think he come up to say he's an Argentina fan. So a lot of issues.
The same thing was applicable to when Senegal scored the goal. I could see the reaction from him.
You get what I'm trying to say? Against Morocco. So you see, most times we talk here, even in the wake of the Nations Cup, I say, why will you criticize Senegal? The referee you gave a FIFA badge. Don't you teach him, or don't you have the rules that binds football at that stage? Are you getting it? Why are you now saying this and that is not related to football? Because everything he was saying in that Nations Cup was completely directed to the support of the Moroccan side. Now, a FIFA president, do you have a right to support a team? Yes. But do you need to show your emotions when that team scores? No. Why? Because you are a model. Why? Because you have to stay not neutral without supporting any team. Now, it now shows that there is a political undertone between Infantino and many people. Trust me, people are going underneath to find out his rank and files, to find out one iota of thing he has done so they can bring him back to book. Michel Platini did this for many years. It was one day that they caught him. How can Donald Trump go to call you a U.S. president? Yes, U.S. is a powerful nation in terms of war, database, and all of that. But this is football. You are the president of FIFA. Are you getting it? You are supposed to be liberal. If there's things he doesn't know, you read the FIFA law book for him to know. Are you getting it? Before you became the president, America hosted the World Cup. None of the American presidents called and said, why is it like this? Why is it not like this? Yeah. Get the picture. So it is now showing in footballer the political powers, the political powerhouse are now influencing football, which is not good for our game. Now it was as if Balogun was a demigod that if he plays, they are going to win the match. But no, though I was hearing Trump talk, he said no, even though Balogun plays and it goes either way, Belgium win, let it be a fair game that the red card he received is not the red card he received in his own perspective said that the both of them scuffled, that it was not intentional. But all the red cards they have been giving people, they are not being intentional. Oh, now how about now England are protesting for Jared Kwanzaa on his stampede on the Mexican player. They are protesting now that Kwanzaa ban should be lifted till after the World Cup. So he's not supposed to come and influence football in that way. He's highly political. He's trying to make us understand
England Prime Minister should call.
King Charles have to call. Yes, King Charles have to call. He's score versus score. King Charles have to call. It's not right. And it now shows that Gianni Infantino is a weak link. He showed it here in Africa. He's showing it in the world stage. If you don't have the capacity to become what you want to be and leave a legacy, please don't go. We have people that died in the cause. Their name is written in history books. Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. A lot of them, they will not succumb to your pressure. They feel they should die instead of them to succumb to your pressure.
That, if you see somebody like Joel Avalanche,
Avalanche, yes.
He was a FIFA president.
He was a FIFA president. He stood his ground and all of that. Yes, you remind me of something. I was very, very young. Avalanche. You understand? So what Infantino did, it was a complete, you understand, a complete lack of willpower. Yes, thank you for that word. Lack of willpower and the ability for you to be able to express yourself based on what you know. Because if you are a FIFA president, I believe the FIFA rule book, you should know it in your engrams. So if he says this, you bring it out and say it, because you now make the VAR team, the referee, and everybody
look as if
they don't know. They are not working. It's not as if they are not working. They are not working now. So because if they 3 VAR experts, they call them VAR experts. They are there. They check it and realize that this thing is what's it called? A red card. And all of that. The referee went to the terminal and watched, and he said it's a red card offense. Now the president now called and said no, they should rescind it. They should review it. Then every other red card should be reviewed. You understand? So to me, it's not right at all.
Chima, our time is up. What do you have to say in respect of Balogun's red card being overturned?
I think that was unfair to Belgium national team, and that was why they got angry to score them four goals in that match, because you can't just resign the red card like that because of a president, or even picking that, or even having the guts to come online to come and tell us that Donald Trump called. I think that was
himself said he
okay.
called.
So that was very, very unfair. Saying that thing is like a slap to other nations and to footballing world, because coming online telling us that you called the president to review you. I think for me there was no need for that. If you call the president to say, okay, look at what happened to so country or security or so individual should please, they will have to sort out this and that, I will understand. But calling for a footballing activity that nobody on earth apart from the referee and the committee have the right, to intervene or to interfere in such scenario. I think you are now making it look like now every other red card now, other countries, other nations too. Now I think it is going to be president versus president will begin to call. Now anytime there's match, even if there's Champions League football, now the president of the country begin to call, begin to ring your phone up and down so that they should. Like you understand? No, that is very, very, that is very, very wrong. Honestly speaking, and our football should not get to that. Football should not get to that level at all. At the stage where the president will have to call to influence situation of things. No, because you are the one that says no interference of government, in the football modern days now. So I think anything that has to do with unfit play, the referees are there. Okay, look at the player the Qatar player that got red card against Kone of I think is it Canada or USA that got that had a broken leg.
Yeah.
Is it Canada or USA? That I think it's Canada also. That had a broken leg. After the red card, then on the field of play later, because the guy broke his leg, they have to go back to ban that guy 5 matches in the World Cup, which was not good. I saw the red card. The red card was not intentional. The foul was not even a tackle. But sometimes you can be unfortunate that a little foul will lead to something. That does not mean that the player intentionally did that. But sometimes a very hard tackle might not even lead you to any injury sometimes. So punishing that guy again, giving him 5-match ban again was very, very uncalled for. Then that means as if you are favoring the host country. These are the things I do not like to see in football. Just like when Morocco was hosting, when they were stealing towel up and down. These are things, but now Infantino was there. He did not even say a dime, anything concerning that. But now Morocco is enjoying football in Canada, enjoying football in USA and in Mexico. Nobody is stealing their towel and they are enjoying their game. So this is the kind of football we want to see. Honestly, Messi on that, and like he said, even a yellow card, Messi did not go. Okay, after the match, no review, nobody reviewed. Even Argentina or Algeria FA are filing a case in that regard that FIFA should review that Messi's red card. Yet up till now, FIFA did not answer that call. FIFA did not do anything concerning that. No single red card, no single red card. We can't continue like this. It's very, very bad. Something that is glaring like this on the on everybody's eyes, and then we just overlook it. That is very bad for football.
Anyway, fans at home, Donald Trump called Gianni Infantino to review the red card that was given to Folarin Balogun, which they reviewed it. Had it been North Korea was here, Kim Jong-un would have called Donald Trump to review their own red card too, and probably would have called Infantino, and he probably would have reviewed it. Likewise, if Russia was participating in the World Cup, Vladimir Putin would have still called, and they would review anything. But I think politics and football doesn't move pari passu. Fans at home, I will urge you guys to share.
So what is if it's US and Russia that want to play? They will call.
If it was US and Russia that needed to be played, Infantino wouldn't have been there. Probably Musepe would have been in charge. He would have come. You understand?
No. Imagine that Trump call and then Putin too call and say, if you reverse that red card, Infantino will run away from the World Cup.
That is politics. That's not part of football. I will say, fans, I will urge you guys to share, like, and subscribe. God bless you all, as we call it a quit. Good night.